Hello, everybody. Our topic today is no more free money. Hard work is back. There is so much hardship in Nigeria these days because there's no more free money. The wholesale looting of our commonwealth has taken the air out of Nigeria's lungs. The hardship we are experiencing currently in Nigeria points to the fact that we are all beneficiaries of corruption one way or another. From the minister to the permanent secretary who pad the budget, to the office manager who orders diesel for his or her company, they tell their diesel suppliers to supply 100,000 liters of diesel, but in actual fact, they take delivery of 80,000 liters. The money for the 20,000 liters is pocketed. So as beneficiaries of corruption, the money trickles down. That money has dried up. That is part of what accounts for the pain on the streets in Nigeria today. Hard work. This is a very tricky topic for me to discuss. I thought about it, I ruminated about it for a long time. I made the decision to speak on hard work about 7 hours ago. Why is it tricky? Why is it so? It is tricky because 2 generations of Nigerians have been bred on rent. A whole generation has grown up seeing councillors earn more money than professors. For over 30 years, we have seen the rise of emergency contractors who got rich on swindling the Nigerian state. We have seen oil thieves break into the mainstream. We have seen them feted and celebrated. So how do I preach hard work when 419 kingpins, feared by transnational banks all over the world, make it to the Senate, Nigerian Senate? How do I sell hard work when pastors tell their congregation to walk like an ant and eat like an elephant? How do I convince someone who scammed his way to riches, who hammered that hard work leads to success? I think it's a hard sell, but I'm going to try. There's no substitute for hard work. I want to make that very clear. Nothing pays like hard work. All successful men and women the world over owe their successes to hard work. Nothing good or great can be achieved without hard work. I believe personally that success comes to those who work hard with a strong desire to accomplish the task. Up to this morning, I'm yet to see a genius who did not work hard to be a master of his own art. If you are in doubt of what I'm saying, after this video, you can check out all the Nobel Prize winners. They are masters of their art because they work very, very hard. What is the value of hard work? Hard work keeps a man challenged. Hard work keeps a man busy. Hard work keeps a man contented. Hard work keeps a human being satisfied. I have seen nations and men succeed only through hard work. We are not getting anywhere as a nation in Nigeria because the country itself is based on a lie. Nobody wants to work hard. Everybody wants to hammer. You cannot hammer for long without hard work. Every progress I have seen in the lives of men and nations have been through grit. I mean, real grit and fruits of labor. I have never seen an instance, for example, where luck, just luck, smiled on an idle hand. I've never seen it. They said luck is where opportunity meets preparation. If you are not prepared, if you don't work hard, how can you be lucky? I will be upfront with you. Your maxim should be work and pray. Don't let anybody deceive you. Walk and pray. Even in the Bible, you cannot have faith with and think you sit at home and money will come to you. Even when manna was falling for the Israelites, they have to pick the manna up. They have to work. So it is total folly for you to pray without commensurate work. Do not be deceived at all. Do not be deceived. Work is worship. So no gains can be gotten without pain. And it's only when you sow, put a lot of effort, that you can reap bountiful harvest. If you do not sow, you cannot reap. When you sow where you do not reap, it cannot last for long. So if anybody comes to you, tells you they never studied, they never applied themselves, and everything is good for them, it's a bogus lie. It's a lie. No amount of talent is going to help you unless you work hard. Think about it. Even a diamond, you know how precious diamonds are? Even a diamond has to be polished. A diamond has to be faceted for it to shine, for the beauty to come to the world. So you cannot work without, you cannot get to anywhere in life without commensurate work. So all that crap, all that nonsense about walking like an ant and eating like an elephant they preach to you in churches, that iṣẹ́ kékeré, owó púpọ̀, is rubbish. Okay? You cannot walk like an ant and eat like an elephant. That is a deceptive gimmick. It is meant to manipulate you. It is a lie. That is not even found in nature. It violates the rules of biology, the rules of chemistry and physics all combined. Where in the ecosystem do you find an ant, something walking like an ant and eating like an elephant? It's impossible. So my advice to you young people watching me now, or those who will see this video later, is go to school. Go to school. If you are not caught for school, go and learn a trade. Learn a trade, please. If you choose schooling, there are so many, life is easy these days. Wealth of information is available online to help you succeed, right from primary school up to graduate school. If you want to go to school now, all you need to do is to sit in front of your computer, go to places like Coursera, Udacity, etc., and your life is made. You have so much information online from the best schools in the world. So stop using your credit to surf pornographic sites. Stop using your credit looking for how to hammer. Don't patronize special centers where they sit for your exam for you or they leak exam questions for you. That is not going to get you anywhere. Don't buy grades when you get into the university. For girls, don't offer yourself for grades. It will bite you in the end. If you cannot defend your qualifications, you can't get a job. It's as simple as that. If school is not your thing, fine. Not everybody is caught for school. If you want to learn a trade, there are few trade schools out there. Go and learn a trade. Get certified. If you can't go to a trade school, go to someone who knows what you are going to learn very well. Go through the apprenticeship process. Delay your gratification. That idea of sharp, now, stop it. Stop it. Delay gratification is rewarding. Our artisans all over Nigeria, I see them all the time. They are aging. Nobody is learning any trade. You employ a carpenter, he will be like 57, 60-year-old. He will come alone. Oga, now who be your apprentice now? I no get apprentice, so they know they learn again. That's what we hear. Young people are not interested in doing real work with their own hands. In my neighborhood in Nigeria, when I'm in Nigeria, I have seen Chinese painters, for God's sake. Chinese painters in Nigeria? Isn't that a shame? If you want good artisans in Nigeria, it's an open secret. Good artisans who will not eat your money, who will do a better job, you have to start talking to Ivorians. You have to start talking to Ghanaians. You have to employ a Togolese. And meanwhile, there are armies of jobless youths. You only need to look at the bus stops in Nigeria. Army of jobless youths just moving up and down, looking to hammer. Why? Always on the move. You see them milling around. They have rucksacks on their back. They have their ears plugged with earphones. They sag their pants with very long belts. They are going nowhere in particular, just looking for money. How can you look for money without working? Will you be carrying backpacks at the age of 50? Won't you look stupid if you start carrying backpacks at the age of 50? You see, what if you don't hammer? What if life hammers you? If you don't hammer quick, life will hammer you. Even if you hammer quick, will you continue to hammer? You need to just work with your own hands. Then use your brain. I'm not saying use your brain to dupe somebody. And for those of us who are in position, we should ask ourselves, why are we young not learning trades? Why are they not farming? Why are they fixated on big money instead of incremental learning? Why are they running away from the villages where they can easily make a living? Why? These things are important. We have to think about these things. There was a time I posted a picture of Baba Kofi, my palm wine tapper, where I farm. I posted my picture with him where we were enjoying our palm wine. Baba Kofi makes like 1,000 naira profit on market days. That is every 5 days. He makes about 3,000 naira from selling, turnover, selling palm wine. But in that village, his electricity bill is 500 naira. His shop costs 1,000 naira per month. He grows his own food. He doubles as a farmhand. By 2 p.m., he's finished his job for the day. His expenses are very low. Meanwhile, Baba Kofi, from the name you can guess, is from Ghana. He's not even from Nigeria. People who are Nigerians, nobody wants to farm. Nobody wants to do those kind of jobs. They just look down on those jobs. They come to Lagos. And in Lagos, there's nothing to do. We have to begin to borrow ourselves brain. We have to think of the jobs of the future. Let me tell you, is there any house that will not need a plumber? Is there any house that will not need an electrician? Why are Togolese people doing neater and better jobs in masonry? Why is it that they don't abscond with your money? Why is it that they have their own children in the trade? We need all these people. We need plumbers. It's not only university education that can liberate you from poverty. No. We need plumbers, we need heating and cooling people, we need electricians, we need bricklayers, we need carpenters. We will continue to build houses. We will continue to have electricity in our homes. We will continue to, our sinks will get clogged and we have to find a plumber to do it. These are very good jobs that can liberate you. Why don't you go and learn something? Even if you have gone to school, why instead of idling away, why don't you learn a trade on the side so you can make extra money? First, it was the Ivorians we started employing, then the Ghanaians, then the Togolese, and now the Chinese. Somebody will say, oh, there must be a expatriate quota for those things, and Chinese should not come to Nigeria to do jobs which Nigerians can do. Hey, Nigerians don't want those jobs. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. And these people do their jobs with a lot of ethics involved. They are very good. With a little bit of direction, they listen to you. A Nigerian will argue and think you are just being difficult. If you employ a Chinese painter, you don't even need to say anything. The works are near perfect. Our own artisans are sloppy. They don't have regard for quality and finishing. They tell you they will come on Monday and they will show up 3 weeks later. And they come up with tales of how their daughter fell sick, their grandmother died, somebody did something in their village. Just tales, stories, bad attitude, bad behavior. And if they are not doing this, guess what? What are they doing? They are only interested in riding Okada. And it's easy to ride Okada, okay? Why? No apprenticeship is needed for Okada. It is a life of that thing. Sharp, sharp. Now. For years, they will be earning 1,500 to 2,000 naira daily. But I've seen them because I interact a lot with these people. What do? When they make this 2,000 naira, in the evening they will go and sit with women that are bigger than me with fat bums. These women they will do sperenjo for them. They just lose their money to these sexual collectors. So nothing to show. And show me that person that has ridden Okada for 5 years. I have not seen any. Before 5 years, if you ride Okada before 5 years, what will happen? You either land at one orthopedic hospital or bone setter in the village, or by the 4th year, I've seen it a lot, they start coughing. All the dust they have inhaled, they start coughing. Why? Lung cancer. Before they even get diagnosed, where is the money to even get the diagnosis? Before they get diagnosed, they die. That's what happens when you have no appetite for delayed gratification. When you want it sharp, now. You face whatever comes. You see, I don't want my videos to be about gloom and doom all the time. But sometimes I see there's hardly any choice. I go through the southwest hinterland. I see a lot of bad stuff. I want you to speak to your people. 2017 is here. This year will be tougher than last year, okay? It will be painful. We need to start rethinking how we do things. Free money, bye-bye, is gone forever. Have you heard? $153 million stolen by Diezani in one fell sweep. 153, oh, what am I saying? Say 1,000 million from NNPC. You see, that is where we are. No more money, oh. Money don't tefia, it don't finish. Now, everybody must earn their keep. We get a brain reset, whether we like it or we don't. I want to tell you, Theodore Roosevelt said it in one of his speeches. The best prize life offers is the chance to work hard at what is worth doing. If anything is worth achieving, it is worth our all-out effort. The good things of life are obtained through investment of time, through investment of energy, through investment of sacrifice, even at the risk of failure. So success comes to those who are not afraid at all. Success comes to those who love challenges, who wants to work hard. So if you want our dreams to come true, we must have a formula for working hard. And what is the formula? That formula has one powerful variable in the equation. That formula is hard work. You want success? Put hard work in your formula. Besides the joy of hard work, there are rewards and benefits associated with hard work. Have you noticed? Even if you go into playing football, basketball, tennis, anything, sportsmen have to practice a lot, lift weight, go to the gym, do this, do that, to be able to maintain their performance. So, what can you do that doesn't involve hard work? Nothing you can do that does not involve hard work. Because the more you do it, the more you get better at it. So, please, at the end of every video chat, I would like to make my own recommendations. Not that I know it all, but I look at these things and think about them and think about ways by which we can improve. I want to tell you, you have to work hard. You have to be disciplined. if you are not disciplined, it is difficult to do well. Being disciplined must start right from childhood. It's a skill for life that will stand you in good stead for all time to come. I urge you to work hard, and if possible, I will want you to think about what you are passionate about. Because when you are passionate about something, even when you are working hard, you don't realize it. And where do you find your passion? Passion exists at the intersection of hard work and talent. Talent is overrated, okay? At the intersection of talent and hard work is where passion resides. Find it. I want you to bear in mind 10 things that I have thought about over the years on the issue of hard work. You see, to be successful, you must cultivate hard work as a habit. It must come to you as a habit to be successful. Hard work adds meaning to your life. If you don't work, that's why you see spoiled brats, spoiled children of the rich. They take drugs, they engage in risky behavior because they don't have challenge. So working hard adds meaning to life. When you work hard, it makes you feel good. When you work hard, it helps you to build your character. 5, when you work hard, it earns you the respect of other people. When you work hard, you will have self-respect for yourself. When you work hard, you will be able to realize your own potential. When you work hard, you can face anything that life throws at you. So hard work, number 9, gets you the best results. And finally, hard work is a healthy proposition. I want you to take that away with you today. Now, I have promised 2 things in my previous video chats. First is an update on Ms. Taiwo Okubule. Second is that I will give you the those places where you can do medical tests and the kind of medical tests. I will be able to fulfill one today, which is update on Ms. Taiwo. The second one, when I get back to Nigeria, sometimes maybe by February, I'll be able to give that update in another video chat on Ms. Taiwo. You see, the love of money is the root of all evil. When I was making that video at the time, the information available to me was that this must have been a fight over a man. My investigation shows that it is not true. It is true, Taiwo's current husband divorced, the woman has moved on, has remarried. Ms. Taiwo too married this man. My investigation shows that the junior brother of this man is behind Taiwo's predicament. May God save us from bad people. I haven't spoken to this man, but I have spoken to a lot of people and I have done investigations. I have used about 5 people and they came to me with the same conclusion. Ms. Taiwo's husband has a brother that he helped into the UK. I will not go into the details of this man's sojourn in the UK because it's not material to what we are discussing. But I want it known and I want to make it clear to you because I promise you I'll get to the bottom of this issue. You see, it has an element of religion too. The junior brother of Taiwo's husband and herself, they all attend Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Hackney, even though they have moved away from Hackney. Taiwo's husband has been a big spender in the church. And the the brother is not doing as well as he is, based on the information available to me. And what happened was smacks of envy, with active connivance of the pastor in charge of that Cherubim and Seraphim Church. They connived and did this. I got information from 2 people whom I sent to investigate for me that the pastor was angry that the man left his church to another church, and he couldn't get the tithe he used to get before. It's unfortunate that this is happening, but it is the truth. So Taiwo's husband doesn't wish to pursue this further because it's a family matter. I haven't spoken to Taiwo's husband, but I have spoken to Taiwo. And I will be getting back to Taiwo that, well, there's so much we can do if it's a family issue, because we don't want to fracture their family. But I owe it to you to tell you that this thing started from the church and it has the input of a family member. That ends the issue of Taiwo. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to be here again next week, Saturday. I want to thank all of you that are watching. I have 179 people watching at this time. Thank you so much for keeping the date with me. I hope to join you again next week. I will again put the topic a few hours to the time on my Facebook page. I'm sorry, if you want to be my friend on Facebook, I have maxed out, but please, you can follow me on Facebook. I continue to read your messages and I will reply when I have the time to do so. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.